Hello friends, my name's Drew. Denise isn't here, and I'm going to show you guys my new camper. Okay, so that is the front door that you'll see. So this is the entrance into the camper. Kind of have like a main hallway here, straight back to the bed. 3-burner propane stove, a little oven. Tons of cabinet space up here. Fully functional sink. More storage. Name of the game here is there's just so much more storage compared to what I had before. These are all completely open here. You have the dinette, which this folds down into a sleeping surface as well. I will make sure I post a picture of what that looks like, but in terms of size, this can fit, it's about the size of a twin bed, so I myself can sleep fully north-south, which is really nice for having people to visit. And then obviously this will be my workspace. Probably a lot of YouTube videos will be shot here as well. All of these shades obviously go up, and they're windows with screens. One by the kitchen as well. Looking up, this is just a normal vent, no fan. Good to have above the kitchen, and then it has a screen for light as well. And then, yeah, let's go into the bathroom. So this is what they call a wet bath. So basically what that means is the toilet itself is included where the shower is, but I have a shower and an actual normal size toilet, which is cool. Vent there for, you guessed it, ventilation. A nice medicine cabinet. This is a rack for towels and things. It's a little hard to see, but this is a dome. So basically the whole point of that is they don't have to raise the entire roof of the camper. They can just cut a hole and put a dome up there, so folks like myself who are a little taller can stand up. And yeah, I think that's it for the bathroom. So one thing I forgot in the kitchen as well is this is your heater. In terms of power, that is propane fueled, and then electricity is required for the controls and things. But yeah, so there's propane on the side that I can show you guys as well. That powers the fridge and the freezer. So these are called two-way fridge freezers, which basically means two different ways to fuel it. So propane or fuel, or propane or electricity. I may upgrade this in the future to 3-way, which means I would power it by 12 volt as well, which basically I can power this on propane or when I'm plugged in, I believe, to like a campground, but I want to be able to have it off grid. So I still have to do some research on how to convert that or what that looks like. But another fan, I will be installing an air conditioning unit here. This camper is pre-wired for it. So that's a really nice feature. Basically, I don't have to, drill holes and things throughout the entire unit. So, but yeah, moving on to the bedroom. Okay. So they're held by really strong They're held by really strong magnets because glass. So, but yeah, full closet in here, which I absolutely love. Storage, and then there's some outlets. Can't know if you guys can see that. more storage here. Window that's also a fire escape, which is great for my safety. And then this is a skylight. So it has a sunshade as well as a bug screen. And then this completely opens up if I ever want to. But curtain, privacy from Denise. And yeah, I think that's it. Another thing I forgot to add is this. So this allows me to monitor my tanks. Fresh, black, and gray. So fresh is obviously fresh water, black is toilet stuff, sewage, and then gray is like sink water. Battery is the batteries that I have powering all my 12-volt systems. So yeah, it's just nice. So this is a F350 XLT, and it is a crew cab long bed, which basically means it's the largest truck cab that I can get, and it is the longest bed I can get. The reason I did that is because not really as much as the cab, but the long bed allows for more options in terms of campers. So if for whatever reason I ever want to switch again, having the longer bed just gives me more flexibility. And another big reason is I just needed more space. I basically spent the times that I weren't, the times that I wasn't running errands, laundry, groceries, getting water, I was putting a lot of research into fixing things with my current rig. I had a roof leak for a large majority of the time. And when you're on the road constantly, there isn't always a consistent place to, like, I don't have a driveway to just park the vehicle and work on it. So there was definitely some interesting locations, we'll say, that I picked to work on my vehicle or work on the camper. But yeah, I wanted something that was just built more ready. This camper still needs some work, but I kind of decided and realized as well that in addition to having cabinetry and things to store all my crap, it was just way too tight, and the rig itself was perfect for camping. Like 1 to 2 week camping trips, or even if I was just by myself, I think I could probably make it work. But I really wanted to have something that I could truly separate from my truck. So this camper has jacks on each of the 4 corners. So you can lower those, lift the entire camper up, and then drive the truck out. And then I can have a truck, and if there's ever any repairs needed, or a big thing too is I just need a break from Denise at times. She's a working dog, so it requires just a lot of mental energy that I didn't really have while I was on the road, just because I was very stressed with, where am I going to find water today? So there's just times where I really needed a break from her and I couldn't get that. And so I wanted a space that I could make sure that she'd be safe in. And I could also, go to town or go do something where she can't. So there was also a really bad heat wave in Arizona earlier this year, and we had to do some dog training in Phoenix, and it was just, we basically resorted to Airbnbs, and it's expensive, and it kind of also defeated the purpose of, the whole point of it is to be out in nature more, at least for me. And obviously things happen at times, but I think this setup just allows me to I think it's more aligned with what I'm looking to achieve. So yeah, I think it has a working toilet. Actual plumbing is kind of wild. I have a sink, which is really cool. Even the amount of propane that I have 2 20-pound, like your typical home barbecue. Wow, my eyes got wide there. Your typical 20-pound barbecue tank. I have 2 of those, so I was living off of a 10-pound tank for solely cooking, I could live off of that for a week. So I still have to figure out, I'm going to add solar. I'm going to, like I said, add an air conditioning unit to the roof. There's some additional electrical components that I have to add in order to support those things, but it's just more set up and ready. There is more things to troubleshoot, but it's really hard to, the space that I gain, yes, there's more systems, but I'm just really relaxed in here, and it's pretty functional. So yeah, I'm really excited. And even just diving more into creating YouTube videos and sort of going from just documenting to creating, in terms of, I want to make videos that are shaped to form a story instead of more point in time updates. So I think my hope is that I'm having a better starting point than what I did with my old truck will allow me to express and just play around and have fun with making videos. So yeah, there'll be more Denise content and things soon. Actually, I have no idea if that's true. But yeah, I'm not going to film any of the work that I'm doing on this because it takes a long time, or I should say, it takes longer to set up the camera. Like, I just don't want to deal with doing that while I'm just trying to fix things. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, to the millions of people that are going to see this, and I hope you all have a good day.